Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm going to show you how to replace the clutch on a Dyson. Now this is a Dyson DC07 Animal, but the clutch mechanism is exactly the same across all of the clutched versions of the Dyson DC07, likewise on the Dyson DC14 clutched models and the DC04s, with one exception, and that's the Zorbster. That uses a different clutch. Now, what is the clutch? It's this mechanism here that allows you to engage and disengage the brush roll from the motor. This is the clutch itself that we're going to be replacing. As you can see, it fits inside the housing there. You'll notice that there are two belts. The smaller belt here hooks over the motor, and the larger belt hooks over the brush roll. Now, if the smaller clutch belt has snapped, that is replaceable. You'll see that there are two screws on this end plate here. If you just undo those, then that does come off and you can just change the belt over. If the larger belt has snapped or is spinning, then you are going to need to replace the entire clutch unit. Okay, let's start by taking everything off the Dyson that we can, and then it'll be much easier to work with. Okay, I'm just going to remove this internal hose and the sole plate. Just turn those screws through 90 degrees with just a coin. Okay, so now I've stripped the Dyson right down. I'm just going to remove the brush roll here from the belt. Now, this is a bit awkward, but you just need to sort of pull it up and twist the belt off the end, like so. There we go. Now the brush roll housing should just pop out, and now we can really see what we're doing. So that's the clutch in there. I'm going to start by removing this clutch cover. Now for that, you're going to need a Torx head bit. You can get a full pack of these on the eSpares website. Okay, let's start by removing these two screws in here. So then the clutch cover comes away, and we can just slide the smaller clutch belt off the motor spindle. There we go. Now, I need to remove this purple actuator cover here. There's a catch on either side. If you just use a screwdriver just to pop it off the catch, you hear that one go, and then use the screwdriver just to pop the one off on the other side. You can see there where the two catches hook onto the actuator. So now I should be able to just lift the clutch completely out of the housing. Bit fiddly. There we go. So as I said before, if it's just this clutch belt that's gone, you can just undo these two screws to take this cover off and just replace that belt. I'm actually going to replace the whole clutch on this one. Pop this new one in. Okay, so we just slot it back into position. Do make sure that you get these two notches here and here into that groove on the clutch, and that holds it firmly in the right place. I'm just going to pop the actuator cover back on. Okay, that's done. And then get the belt back over the motor spindle. Now this is a new belt obviously, so this is going to be a little bit trickier because it's a little bit more taut, but it should go over the motor fairly easily. There we go, that's nicely in place. let's put the cover back on. And just do up the 3 holding screws. Okay, that's the clutch cover firmly back in place. Just drop the brush housing back in. Now you'll notice that the belt is a lot more taut than the old one was. So just use end of one of your Torx keys just to lift the belt out. And I'm going to slide a screwdriver underneath as well, so that I can lever it out and give myself a bit of room to get the brush roll through the belt. Now, quite tricky. You might have a few goes with the belt slipping off your screwdriver. It will, with a bit of perseverance, go over the end of the brush roll, like so. Now, I'll take the screwdriver out. I just need to work that over until the belt goes over the correct bit of the brush roll, like so. Make sure that the brush roll is sat correctly in place, and just give it a few spins, make sure the belt is sitting correctly. Okay, so that's the tricky bit done. I just need to put everything back in the same way that it came off. There we go, that's the clutch replaced on this DC07. Remember, the process is very similar for all the other clutched versions of the DC07 and the DC14 and the DC04, with the exception of the Zorbster. So the clutch, the belt and the Torx headset that you'll need to undo the screws, they're all available on the eSpares website. Thanks for watching.